Okay, so good morning. So you have studied in mostly your educational career has been in Balasur.
Yes, sir.
So could you name the important could you elaborate the contribution of Fakir Mohan to the freedom struggle in Odisha?
Sir, basically when the West Bengal was very much sabotaging the Odia language,
Okay.
during that time they were almost like they were pushing the Odia language into the brink of death by saying that there is no independent existence of Odia language.
Okay.
During that time, Fakir Mohan Senapati collaborated with John Bims, who was the then collector of Balasore. He learned English and he translated the Odia language so that and popularized it so that it proved its independent existence. So whatever the Odia Odia scenario we are seeing right now is only because of the contribution of Fakir Mohan Senapati.
Okay. So what was the basic theme of writing of Fakir Mohan?
So basically he took inspiration from the day-to-day life of the people. Like his patent medicine was based upon a drunkard husband getting treated from his wife. Rebati, where where there was a pandemic, and on that aspect, how the girl is treated for her education and everything. Along with that, there is another book that I'm unable to recall the name right now, but the theme was based upon a political satire. That is Utkala Brahmana.
Okay.
If I'm not wrong, that is Utkala Brahmana,
Okay.
which was based upon the political scenario. So he most of the time he took inspiration from the day-to-day life of the people.
Okay, the two names that you mentioned, one is Rebati and one is patent medicine. We can conclude that he was mostly focused upon the women empowerment aspect, which was the concept of women empowerment was not at all were there when the society in the late you can say 19th century. At that time, he was focusing on the women empowerment aspect. Okay, that was a good answer. Okay, then your painting is your hobby. So what is Madhubani painting?
So Madhubani painting is basically the painting from Bihar. They include very intricate designs and very brightly colored pictures.
Okay.
Basically using the primary colors like the yellows, reds and all of those, and they use the natural colors basically. Although in this modern scenario, there have been some modifications sorry, but the original version is very much using the natural colors and basically they were dealing with the themes associated with that of the Krishnas and Vishnu, all of these.
Okay. In contrast to Madhubani paintings, what is the speciality of the Pattachitra painting of Odisha?
Sir, I'm not very sure about it, okay. But as much as I know, Pattachitra is basically drawn on the cloth material, and okay. Madhubani painting is probably on the paper, probably. I'm not very sure, but Pattachitra is on cloth material. Okay.
What is the difference between the themes, Madhubani painting and Pattachitra painting?
So both Pattachitra basically, since it is associated to Odisha, it is also associated with that the Vaishnavite theme. So mostly we can say they draw their inspiration from the Vaishnavite theme only. Okay,
Jagannath culture. Mostly also Jagannath culture is also intricately linked to the
Jagannath culture.
Yes. So okay, then you have anthropology and home science as your optional. What is consanguineous marriage and what are the impacts of consanguineous marriage?
Consanguineous marriage is marriage which happens within the relations. In the south, there is a system of marrying the maternal brother-in-law, like the girls are being married to them.
Hmm.
And the consanguineous marriage, first of all, the very basis of genetics is variation.
Okay.
When there will be a variation, new characters will be induced. And in case of consanguineous marriage, due to inbreed, like inbreeding among the family members, the
Hmm.
disease which was supposed to be eradicated due to variation, it continues to grow for several generations.
Okay.
And due to those genes which need to be expressed, which will express in case of homozygous condition, homozygous condition. So this condition is repeated to the subsequent generation, and the disease is not eradicated from the gene line,
Okay.
rather it is multiplied.
Okay.
And
Name.
also causes inbreeding
Yes.
depression.
Okay. Very good. Name one disease which is related to this, prevalent in Odisha.
So, disease prevalent in Odisha, sir. In Odisha aspect, I'm not very sure about it.
Do you have you heard of sickle cell anemia?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. The
Yes, sir.
sickle cell
Yes.
anemia is related to the mainly the consanguineous marriage. Okay. What is Down syndrome? And what are the challenges the Down syndrome babies face?
So Down syndrome is a chromosomal disorder, basically, and the and the baby's face is like there is like mental development is not mental and cognitive development is not fully.
Okay.
Then they have a like slow response rate as compared to the general children's.
Okay.
And apart from that, they have some heart disease, like the congenital heart disease. They are also suffering from that. Then some growth related issues can be also found in the Down syndrome children.
Okay. Why I asked you this question? Because we celebrate International Day of Down syndrome. Okay. Because to give the give the prospects of growth to the babies who are suffering from Down syndrome. Okay. So that is fine. Then you have do you know what is PCPNDT Act?
PCPNDT Act. No, sorry, sir.
Okay. I'll come to next question. Do you know Jaja committee?
Zaza committee, yes, sir.
Okay. Why the Jaja committee was constituted, and for which aspect the government formed this committee to address which issues?
Sir, basically the Zaza committee was designed to formulate the policies for tribal welfare.
Okay.
The committee framed certain guidelines for the tribal welfare, like basically dealing with their land delineation issues, their displacement issues, their health and their education. It presents in some of the measures that will help to improve the tribal condition of the tribal in our country.
It was related to the overall aspects of tribals, economic aspect, education, their socio-economic conditions, as you told about land alienation, all these aspects were there. Okay. Then you might be knowing that in Bhubaneswar there was a recent incident that BMC sealed one or two shops due to lack of any license or food license, or decline in the food qualities, or the low food the ambience that were there around the hotels. So in this context, what is Food Safety and Standard Authority of India, and what is its role?
So Food Safety and Standard Authority of India basically monitors the food that is being provided to the people. It monitors the quality aspect of the food so that it does not harm to the people in a larger aspect. Apart from that, in Bhubaneswar, yes, they have charged the shop for that violating the food safety norms. But what is problematic as on my aspect was that bulldozer thing that they smashed the shop, because there are certain rules and guidelines, and this bulldozer rule might not be very feasible thing. It is,
Okay,
although it is being popularized right now, but it is not very convenient.
Okay. What is ICDS scheme?
ICD scheme is Integrated Child Development Scheme, which basically deals with the maternal as well as the child health.
It is scheme or services? Integrated child
Sir,
development.
it is Integrated Child Development Scheme.
Okay. Okay. Please go ahead.
So that basically deals with to promote the maternal and the child health. It basically deals with from pregnancy to the even after the child is born. They take care. The ashas and the anganwadis take care of the children along with providing nourishment to the mother. They provide nourishment to the child. That they keep a check upon the child's health, their primary schooling care, all of these are integrated in the Integrated Child Development Scheme.
Okay, that means they are taking care of the pregnant mother, lactating mother, the adolescent girls, and the children. Okay, very good. Okay, you told about food safety and BIS. What is Codex Alimentarius?
Sir, I'm not very sure about it, but it is an international guideline that formulates the food safety measures.
Yes, that is what Codex Alimentarius is. It is an international guideline to cover the area of food safety. Okay, that's good. Okay, then two last questions for you. What is cryptocurrency and what are the risks associated with cryptocurrency?
Cryptocurrency is basically a virtual currency which was designed by Sakura Nakamoto. During the volatile situation of the finance market, so he designed this virtual currency which requires the mining and all. However, the very thing of cryptocurrency is incognito because incognito thing is there because the person who will be the transaction cannot be traced properly because of the enabled blockchain technology, and the dangers that is associated with it are they can use it in the terror financing. In terror financing, since the starting point and the ending point of the transaction is not very much known, so they could very much use in terror financing. Secondly, environment issues are there because these systems use very high oriented like devices, computers, which on the use of larger scale can put pressure on the environment aspect. Along with that, there is they can flout the laws like the income tax laws, as although government has started to put taxing these cryptocurrency thing, but still there are some measures like the black money and all these cannot be traced back. Apart from that, so this much
Okay.
I can recall right now.
Okay, that's good. So you have answered almost all questions. So thank you. Your interview is over. Okay, thank you.